Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Gashis Kaman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. The people of the mountain are very, very interesting. The people of the mountain are very hardworking. The people of the mountain are very unpredictable. The mountain people are people who are always after their interest. And just like the nature of politics, whereby politics is just about interest. If you ask any politician, he will tell you that politics is just but interest. As we talk now, the people of the mountain are confronted by 10 major challenges. And these challenges are giving them serious headache, especially the politicians themselves. So if you are joining this channel for the first time, please subscribe to this channel. And for our viewers and supporters, kindly like this video and comment. So I want us to look at the 10 major challenges that are facing the people of the mountain. Changamoto ya kwanza is the mountain people are partyless. You agree with me that Kenyan politics is about regions, about tribes, but the people of the mountain cannot claim to own UDA because UDA is owned by William Samoei Ruto. So this is something that is giving them headache because when they look at the future, wakiangalia maisha usoni, hawajui wafanya nini, hawajui waanze wapi, hawajui watakuwa na chama gani. And this is something that is seriously give them serious headache. And that is why in Kadara today's election, the turnout is very low. As we go on air, the turnout is 18%. And this is scary. And the reason why people are not coming out, the reason why there is apathy in the mountain in this by-election is because the majority of voters feel that UDA is not their party. It is not their home. Their interests are not being served in UDA. The second major challenge that is facing the people of the mountain is the issue of kingpin. Who is the kingpin of Mount Kenya? Is it Rigathi Gachagua? There are some people who don't want to see Rigathi Gachagua as the kingpin of the mountain. There are some people who strongly feel that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is the spokesman and the chairman and the kingpin of the mountain. There are others who are fronting Mwangi wa Iria. And this is something that is giving people headache. There's a number of people feel that some people see him as very arrogant and see him as somebody who is not having a national appeal and somebody who is not acceptable in all the counties of the mountain, including the diaspora counties. So this is something that is giving them serious headache. And they are entitled to their views. Everybody is entitled to his views, his preference. And who will be the kingpin in the final analysis? Only time will tell. The other thing that is giving them serious headache is the rivalry between the Kikuyus and the Kalenjin. When they entered the UDA party, they knew that William Samoei Ruto owns the party. And when they entered there, they felt that they had made William Samoei Ruto the president. Ni wao ambao walimfanya awe rais. Na kusema kweli, it is true. The people of the mountain made Ruto the president. And this is something that the Kalenjin are not taking lightly. Because the Kikuyus have been bragging that they are the one who made William Samoei Ruto the president. And even the other day, you heard them, Gachagua saying, when it was in Shamata, that they are the people who voted for William Samoei Ruto to become the president. So this sense of entitlement has brought a lot of rivalry between the Kalenjin and the Gema nation. It is something that is not going well. It is something that is giving even William Samoei Ruto a headache. The other thing, or the other challenge that is facing the people of the mountain is also the rivalry between Gachagua and Mudavadi. And this one, inaenda mpaka kwa makabila yote ya Mulebe nation and the Gema nation. And there is a feeling that Mudavadi is there to checkmate Gachagua. There's a feeling in the mountain that Gachagua is not being given time, is not given all his responsibilities. Kazi zake nyingi zilipewa Musalia Mudavadi in the name of Chief Cabinet Secretary ni jambo ambalo hawakupendelea sana Wakikuyu. And if you look at the mountain, you realize that some of these guys that were very vocal during the campaign are not vocal. Talk of Dedi Nyoro. Dedi Nyoro is not as vocal as he used to be. Talk of Kimani Ichung'wah, not very vocal as he used to be. This is because of the rivalry between the Mulebe Nation and the people of the mountain. The other thing that is giving them headache, serious headache indeed, that the people of the mountain generally, kutoka kwa vijana hadi wazee, hususan wazazi, is drugs and alcoholism. People of the mountain are crying. Vijana wanaamka asubuhi kuelekea malevini. Vijana wanaamka asubuhi kwenda kufungua rock. Yes. But like, by the way, this is due to maybe because of unemployment that is also hitting the mountain. This is a serious challenge of unemployment in the mountain. Na jambo hili linawafanya si wavulana, si wasichana, si wa mama, si kina baba, wote wamekuwa walevi wa kupidukia. Many families are also breaking in the mountain because of alcoholism. Utapata hata kina mama wakilalamika kwamba zile haki zao ambazo nafaa kuwa what we call the conjugal rights in marriages. They are crying. Women are crying the mountain because of alcoholism. Everywhere you find a club. Everywhere you find a wine and spirit mini shop. Everywhere. You cannot walk for 300 meters bila kuona duka ambayo inauza pombe, vileo vya kila aina. Vijana wamekuwa maboga. They are cabbages, very useless, and some of them will need to put stones in their pocket kwa sababu wameisha kabisa, wasiagushwe na upepo. This is very scary. The other thing that is giving Mount Kenyan headache is Nairobi politics. Sakaja is not smiling with the Kikuyus. Sakaja means business the way he appears to be. Sakaja is not favoring the Kikuyus. And the Kikuyu businessmen are up in arms. They are bitter with Sakaja. They are not happy with Sakaja. And that is why you see most of them complaining that they are being driven out of business. When you heard Gachagua talking, it is not Gachagua who was talking. It is the people of the mountain. It is the business community in Nairobi. Because majority of them have always said that there's a feeling that by the fact that they have invested so much in Nairobi, by the fact that most of the buildings belong to the Kikuyus, most of the business there are operated by the Kikuyus. And Sakaja is seen as an alien. Sakaja is seen as somebody who is an outsider. This is something that is not going well with the majority of the Kikuyus. There's a feeling that Wariuza Nairobi kwa Kalenjin. I don't know, many people cannot tell whether Sakaja is a Kalenjin or a Luhya. And I don't know which tribe he belongs to, which is not important here. The important thing is that he is a Kenyan, and as a Kenyan, he can lead any part of Nairobi. The other thing that is giving the Kikuyus headache is Ruto succession. There's a feeling in the mountain that William Samuel Ruto is not going to groom a Kikuyu. There's a feeling in the mountain that in the fullness of time, Ruto will have to keep the Kikuyus out of the succession question. And this is something that is scaring them. Naona ya kwamba watakaa muda mrefu sana bila kuwa katika ikulu ya Nairobi. They are not going to be the house of the hill anytime soon. And that is why you see restless Gachagua. That's the reason why you see the friction between Gachagua and Mudavadi and Sakaja, because of this feeling. Because they believe that Gachagua is not the preferred heir apparent. Is it heir apparent or presumptive? Because what there is that the Kikuyus would like Gachagua to be their president after William Samuel Ruto. But there's a feeling that he'll be very old. There's also a feeling that he's not the right candidate. Some people feel that it should be Dedi Nyoro. And what people have come to realize is that even Dedi Nyoro is not in Ruto's arithmetics. So this is something that is giving them headache. Another thing that is giving them headache is how to deal with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as a retired president. Because what's said and done, Uhuru is the son of the mountain. Are they going to castigate him? Are they going to continue ridiculing him? Because he deserves respect. Wazee wa mlima, na ndio sababu uliona wakisema kwamba kuna haja ya kuwaleta pamoja Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Rigathi Gachagua because of the differences that arose. There's a feeling that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta should be respected as a former president and also as an elder from the mountain. There are so many things that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta had done for the mountain, and we cannot forget the good things that he did for the mountain. Again, there is also the feeling that the future of the mountain need to be clearly defined, because this issue of one man, one shilling, one vote, there's a feeling that William Samoei Ruto is not very keen to fulfill this promise. He's not very keen to increase the constituencies from the mountain, by the fact that from the mountain you find very high populations compared to many other counties. So William Samoei Ruto is not very keen on this one, because it will come with constituency development funds, and this is not something that is sitting pretty with most of the Kikuyus. And this is something that I think William Samoei Ruto had promised them, and he is not fulfilling this. He is not very keen to ensure that there is this issue of one man, one shilling, one vote. Tena kuna hili swala changamoto ya ukosefu, ufukara, umaskini, ulitima ambao umezidi. Ni jambo ambalo limewatia changamoto nyingi sana, linawachogonoa mawazo ya Wakikuyu. How are they going to tell the people? How are they going to deal with the maize farmer? How are they going to deal with the rice farmer when the government is busy importing rice? How are they going to deal with the people who grow maize when the government is very busy importing duty-free maize? This is something that is not going well, especially remembering that they had been promised that pesa mfukoni. This is your host, Gashis Kaiman, the tallest man in Black Africa. Remember to like this video, and you can even subscribe if you have not, and may you have a blessed day. Till next time, bye bye.